Hello everyone, my name is Michael and I am speaking to you from the Verse. Now if you're not sure what the Verse is, I encourage you to go to my website at rewritingtheverse.com, and there you can find out all the information I know about the Verse, as well as check out my written and video updates where you can find out lots of information, especially about the past life regression and rewrites that I do. I am a past life regressionist and I am able to rewrite the outcomes of the past lives if it's warranted so that it can have a higher level outcome and ultimately not just heal things there at a higher vibration, but also that travels through time to today, and it's meant to impact our lives today. And so I actually did a past life regression tonight specific to the 1/11/2020 portal that's coming up. Now this portal is actually sandwiched between two other large energy portals, energy packed days. On January 10th, there is a lunar eclipse with a full moon, and on January 12th, there is the conjunction between Saturn and Pluto. And so January 11th is right there between. So we've got three major events happening in a very short period of time. It's really going to shoot us out into the rest of January at a very high velocity. So today, this video specifically is about that portal. And I have been focusing on the twin flame connection, the divine masculine and divine feminine connections, because I see that they impact the ability to go through these portals at a very high velocity. Every time I do a healing for this collective, it seems to really lift our energy and help us clear these thresholds. So this is what I have done again tonight. I have done a past life regression. I've completely done it. I've actually looked to see what the rewrite was, and then in that full length past life regression that I have I've recorded, and I will add in the description box the actual link to it, so you can go if you feel like watching the whole thing and seeing the details of it. You're more than welcome to go and check that out. I encourage you to. I think it's very interesting to see how these types of things unfold. So that's what I did tonight. And the energy absolutely shifted. It was very strong. Even by the end of the recording, I was still feeling the lift in vibration. So it was a powerful one. And what this is basically a highlights video of what I found out in that video, because I realized not everybody wants to spend that length of time finding out the details. So that's why I create these second smaller ones, so you can get the information in a compact form. So what I saw in that past life regression was that in the end, the twin flames, they were already together from the very beginning of the past life regression. That's not always the case. In fact, a lot of times I'm watching them meet each other and try to come together. Now, in this one, they were already together, but they were in a situation where they were trying to figure out what was best for their futures. They were trying to get established, and so when they got to an opportunity or a place that they wanted to live at, but they were new and they pretty much had to take whatever jobs they were being offered, which neither one of them liked the scenario, the types of jobs, especially the fact that one of them would require them to be gone for several days at a time, which meant, they couldn't be together. And we're talking about twin flame relations here, so that would be difficult for most twin flames to have regular intervals of time where they had to be separated. But they did what they needed to do to survive. It was really about survival. In the very first version, before the rewrite, it was about survival. And so they took these jobs that they didn't really want just to try to create their dreams, but it actually ended pretty horribly in the first version. So unfortunately, one of the lessons in the past life regression was that if you're sacrificing either one of the people in the dynamic, if you're begrudgingly doing things just to survive, then that's not probably going to get you the highest level outcome for your lives. And it's not just about living, together as twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine, in a harmonious situation, and that's what you've come together for. No, right now, in this timeline, January is a big push for twin flames to come together at another level, which is also a big push to have them come together to the point where they can start creating their life purposes together. And what I saw in that past life was when the rewrite happened and they were able to allow, they didn't force the situation, they allowed themselves to have guidance. They were led to a situation where both of them got their perfect job opportunities. Both of them were excited and could actually work together in co-creating that and not having to leave each other for long periods of time. That was another perk. And ultimately, they got more than they could have. They actually ended up getting, not just for themselves, a wonderful situation, but they ended up being surrounded by people of like mind, finally feeling like they belonged at a whole nother level. Up until that point, they pretty much felt like they were on their own. I mean, they had friends at some point, but even those friends didn't really seem to be, the kind of friends that you want, basically. So in the end, not only did they get their own individual wishes to come true, they got way more than what they ever expected. And when you're in the right timing with your twin flame especially, and you're listening to guidance, these are the kind of things that we can achieve and manifest in our lives. And that's where we're at right now. This is what I need to say to everybody. What was shown to me in that past life regression is that this is where we're at. Once again, coming together with those people, but coming together is not the only reason we're coming together right now. We are meant to do amazing things on this planet, and only together, side by side, both people living out their dreams, their desires, and then it can commingle with the other persons and make some sort of beautiful life purpose together. This is where you get way more than what you can envision, really. It starts to go out into another range of possibilities then. So if you're in survival mode, if you're feeling like, you have to do this or you have to do that, take this job, do that because you have to, because you're in survival mode, know that that is actually going to work against you. And things would probably not work out near as well as they would if you can, surrender is a good word, but allow guidance to help both of you find the right opportunities. Find them individually, and then they tend to come together at a whole nother level. So I think that's the main message for this one. In the last few videos, yes, I have been getting that it is about the twin flames coming together, and that's important. Now they're giving me that other layer of, okay, now that you're together or coming together, you got to be very conscious about the next stage of the actual missions, and don't expect that they're necessarily going to show themselves without any discernment being needed. This is a very crucial part of the plan, of the process. Be aware, be open, and if it doesn't feel right, keep looking. Keep being open to the right thing at the right time coming to you. You'll know it when it does. I think that was pretty clear in the past life regression. They both knew this was it. This is exactly what they were, well, even more than what they had hoped for, right? So, again, if you're interested in past life regressions at all for yourself privately, an individual past life regression and rewrite, or even for a group, that can be done. Please go check out my website at rewritingtheverse.com, and there you can find out more about my services. And please continue to join me. Right now, it does seem to be about the twin flame impact on our ascension process that I'm being called to document, basically, and help with these healings to get us higher and higher through this ascension process. So it's exciting, and we'll look for the next video soon. You have a great day. Peace and joy.